Alright, so now let's go ahead and continue working with this form. So in the last video, I showed you how to simply allow the user to book a table. But there's something that we need to take care of, and that's especially with forms. We should have actually done this with the checkout form, but I will do it right here for this form, and you can do it for the checkout form, alright? Because it's going to be really similar. And that is actually validating the forms, alright? So we need to use the request in order to validate this form. And validation means that we want to allow the user to enter data in these inputs right over here, because you can simply just go ahead, leave the inputs empty like this, and you can click book now, which will actually trigger a lot of errors. All right, so we cannot simply allow the user to do something like this. As you can see, there is just a very simple error, and it's telling us that you cannot leave the name null right here because we did not set it in the database to be null. All right, so let's go ahead and do the request. And again, you should also do this for the checkout form. All right, so to do the request, I want to go right over here at the top, and I want to go request like that. Actually, just like this. And I want to go ahead right here, and I want to go validate. And I want to go like this, and now we can just work with this as a very symbol array. And to validate this, I'm gonna go with the name right here. All right, so I'm gonna go, this will be required. I want to make this required right here, so the user cannot skip this. He has to enter data inside the inputs. All right, and I'm gonna make this like a max, which is the maximum of the characters right here. I want to make it a maximum of 40 characters. So let's just copy and paste those right away. This will be email like that. It will also be required and maximum right here. This will be the date. All right, so for the date, I don't want to set a maximum. All right, right after this, we will have the number of people. This is also going to be required, and there is no maximum for it. And right here, we will have the special request. This will also be required, and it's already unlimited number of characters. So we're just gonna leave it like that. All right, so let's go ahead and save this right now. Something else that we can do to finish this off, which is actually displaying some kind of messages, if the user simply leaves those empty. And we already have this done for us actually in the authentication. If you go to the login, well, not in the controllers, if you go to the authentication right there in the Blade template down, if you go to the register, for example, you can see that we have this error right here. We should copy this and go right here at the home, and we should also paste it right under these inputs right here. So if we have an error, this can simply tell us what the error is. All right, so I would just want to go, let's see, right under this input and paste. So we want to change the name right here, so the name will be name. It's fine. And I want to go right here, and I want to paste this in, so this will be email. And I want to go right here, and I want to go and paste this in, so this will be date. All right, so right after this, I'm just gonna go right under the select, and I'm gonna make this so it will be number of people. All right, and we have the last thing right here, which is the special request. I'm just gonna go right under the text area, paste like that. All right, so copy this and paste. Let's save this whole thing right now. Close this off. We can also close this. All right, so this will refresh. So now let's try to go ahead and click book now without entering any kind of data inside the inputs. Let's see what's gonna go down. All right, so if we just go down right there, all right, so it's not displaying any kind of messages, which I'm not sure why, but we set we see the names right there. So should we like cut this and go down at the bottom and paste, you know, outside of the div? Let's do this. So let's save this like that. All right, so let's now go ahead, click book now. All right, so let's go down. As you can see, it's not showing the messages. But if you go right here, we go to browse, for example. All right, if you go to the browse for the bookings, you will see that it's not inserting because simply the request right here is working. The request is working right here, but you know, it's not showing the messages, which I'm not sure why. Where should we put it exactly? Should we like put it right here? Save. Let's refresh this. Click book now. All right, rather than, you know, working with these errors right here, we can go right here and we can go F request right here, date, can go name right here first, and we can go or can copy this, and we can do it for like every input that we have, which is not a good thing, I would say, but you know, it's one of the solutions that we have access to, so we better go ahead and use it. All right, so copy this and go right there and paste. So there is the number of people. Paste this like that. All right, so we have the special request, which is the last thing right there. So if we paste this in like that, all right, and I want to go like this, and I want to put this whole if statement, cut this and paste like that. All right, so if any one of those are empty, we're gonna actually go ahead and make it so it will be equal nothing, like that. And we should add it like to the others right here. Should also add it right here and right here. All right, so if any one of those are empty, we're gonna go ahead and trigger this else block. So we should go copy this, for example, and we're gonna redirect route. We're gonna go back to the home with empty right here keyword, and we're gonna go one or more inputs are empty. Let's save this. Let's copy this empty keyword and let's go right at the top right here. Let's paste this in. Let's copy one of those. Actually, let's copy the error one. Let's cut this and paste it right here instead of error. Let's also paste it right here. Let's save this. All right, so let's now go ahead and try this out. So I have left like every input right here empty. If we click book now, it should see this error message. All right, so still cannot see it. So yeah, give me a second. All right, so there is something that I want to note, which is add the exclamation mark right here, because because in this block we're trying to, you know, to tell it if this is not empty, go ahead and proceed with the rest of the code right here. All right, and it should actually work. So yeah, the most important thing is that, you know, it's not actually inserting if the inputs are empty. All right, so this will actually be all for this video. for the next sections, these sections right here are missing some images, and this will actually be static. All right. And then for the next part right here, this should be like the reviews from the clients, but we're not gonna work with this just yet. I want to go ahead and I want to display the data in the menu, and show the users, you know, his bookings for the table and his orders. All right, so yeah, this will actually be everything, and I will see you on the next video.